Okay, friends and favorites, greetings to you from the great Honolulu, Hawaii. And I hope my eye looks okay. I looked at my videos, my eye does look weird, and this looks weird on this side, but it's really on this side. I don't know why it's on this side. Anyway, I think I did okay in Honda. I did view that video. Everything went wrong in that video. I don't know why you could not see what was happening, but you could hear the voices, but you couldn't see the actual person. So I don't know, something went wrong. They took the person off. Sorry about that. However, the Honda dealer was standing there talking to me. He's a member of the royal family and he got kicked out because he's a Communist Party member. You know, you can't be in the royal family and be in the Communist Party. Not over here in this land, which is supposed to be called a kingdom, but it's really a state. So I'm like, land kingdom / state. In this area, it's tough to be communist and be in the royal family. It's too much of a contradiction, you know. They work against each other too much. The Communist Party is about light skin, and the royal family is about all skin colors, mostly dark. And so, you know, they constantly going to war. Got my hearing knocked out because of this light skin, dark skin crowd. And hopefully it'll restore itself. It's starting to affect my other ear too. So I'm gonna wait before I try to get medical treatment because I'm hoping it'll restore itself. I've had ear injuries like that when I was in Mexico. I told y'all they happened to me in Mexico because they had attacked me. The Mexican police had attacked me and messed this ear up in Mexico as well. And that's probably the same people that set it up there that set it up here, Mexicans. They say, well, Mexicans are being attacked in the Pacific too. I like, yeah, but y'all do a lot of setups too. Don't forget all the setups y'all do. They set me up in Mexico to get hearing loss, you know, but eventually I regained it. It took a while though. It took several years to get the hearing to be normal again. It takes some years. This time, I'm hoping it won't take that long because I think it's damage to the eardrum, and the eardrum has to be it has to heal, and then you have to unclog the ear too, get all the wax out, let the eardrum heal, and it should restore itself. So I probably have to go in for something like that, and wait for the eardrum to heal, then you have to pull all the wax out and all the other part out. It's probably just swollen. You know, they hit you in your ear and they go eardrum will swell up. Gotta wait till it goes normal again and get it cleaned out. But I'm not trying to make no medical appointments for that shit. Especially not here. They gonna laugh at my ass. They're like, shit, I need to get off out of the state to see a hearing doctor to go deal with it. Because I don't want to do that in the same state where I was attacked by the fucking people, you know? So that's gonna be an issue. But I don't know, it's just something to push me more to get out of here because I do need to get my eye, surgeries going again and get this handled because they just doing more and more damages to the body, disability type damages. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be deaf, dumb, and blind by the time they get done. I better start getting something going here. I had to contact the AG today on Twitter, but I contacted him on Twitter. I didn't send him an email or a contact form. I tried, but I contacted him on Twitter because the AG here, he only dismissed my case. He didn't do that much. About the hotel room theft. Remember I told y'all they stole my hotels numerous times. I paid for them with ACH. They stole them and left my ass out on the street. And then these goons started attacking me and trying to have sex with me at night. Weird ass fucking people. So the AG is responsible for that. You can't let people's hotel rooms get stolen and then let them get attacked. I don't think they see the severity of it. They don't really think it's that serious. So as things get progressively worse because the AG and the DA refuse to do anything, I'm just trying my best to find ways out or at least find ways to be more safe. the AG and the DA don't really take your safety seriously as a black person out here. So you have to take your own safety seriously. You got to do for yourself. You got to protect yourself and find people that care about you and want to help you. And it's very difficult to find them people out here because pretty much everybody wants to help Asians and Pacific Islanders. That's it. So you got to find people that care about you as a black person that's willing to help you get out of this mess. It's tough. And I don't like to bother people in the mainland because, they gonna look at us like, you way out there, I don't know why you contacted us over here. You know. So I don't like bothering them. But there's really nobody out here to help us. Just passers by. Whoever passed by and say hi to you, maybe give you a little dollar here and there, a little handout here and there, but there's no agency or group that we can really contact for help or safety or protection out here. We totally just out there on our own. So I'm hoping things will change. As the years pass, they will have some groups out here to protect the safety of black people. So I'm working on that, and I'm striving toward that. So that blacks won't feel unsafe out here, and so they won't be harmed out here. We get trapped out here, held hostage by these damn people. We can't get out, and then we don't have nobody to call for help. We might end up dead, missing, anything. It's just fucking crazy. That's why I keep a video chronicle of it, because I want people to see what the hell is going on out here. It's not safe. It's not cool. It's not for the light-hearted. It's for the strong at heart. You gotta have a very strong heart to stay out here with these folks. Because if you look Asian or Pacific Islander, they got something for you. It's like Daniel in the lion's den. You better have a heart like Daniel when he was fighting the lions in the lion, or he was in the den with the lions. That's how you have to be strong out here if you're not Asian or Pacific Islander. So you better stay prayed up. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, the Holy Spirit. Just guide me, lead me, and protect me through this lion's den in there. Now, I ended up being because they stole my hotel rooms. They act like I'm a broke black person, etc., etc. Amen. Nevertheless, yes, stay prayed up and keep your relationship with God, because you will definitely need that everywhere in the world, especially here. Yeah, hallelujah. So there you go. Well, we finally made it to another level of success. We passed. I'm not sure. We passed another hurdle. We crossed the line, finishing line again, and I stopped. Anyway, I am not Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian anymore. I used to be. I'm not anymore. Okay. So I did find my merchant account. I did find two accounts, my merchant account and then the business account that I attached it to. And as I recall, I did the merchant account online when I was in that room in California, the one I was showing y'all the photos of today. That's the UC San Diego room that I had when they put me out of UC San Diego. I took off to LA and got that room. That's the one where I had the shark shirt on, and I had that red shirt and that little Fiesta confetti looking shirt. I was in that room for like 14 days, and that's where I think I did that merchant account in there. I'm just not sure about that account. I connected to it. I'm not sure about that account. I was trying to figure out, like, where did that account come from? Was that a business account, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Chase knows. I'll probably figure out later where that account came from. So I found the merchant account and the account that's linked to it, because you have to have an account linked to the merchant account. And I'm pretty sure it's just a regular checking account, because I think my business account had got shut down. Too much fraud on it. So it should be just a regular checking account that I linked to a merchant account. I'm not sure. So those two accounts I did not have the information on for several years. I just got it. Now I can go in there and start doing some more batch payments and some more ACH letters to the bank and stuff like that. It's just a matter of getting them to the bank because, like I said, my email, my phone situation is kind of bad. They keep shutting my emails and phones down. And I checked my text-free phone accounts today. I'm sorry, I'm trying to sound like a commercial, but I checked my text-free accounts today, and they are restricted. It's 210-917-8671. That was restricted, and then the other one wouldn't even show me the phone number. I've had, like 3 or 4 or 5 text-free accounts. I logged in and they're restricted. So I'm like, they cannot punish me for email and phone number problems when I logged into these old accounts and they are restricted. So therefore, there's no punishment. There's no repercussion upon me for that. And the Communist Party is going in there doing that to these accounts so they can traffic porn. You know? So if the Communist Party went and shut the accounts down and traffic porn through the email and phone accounts, I'm not going to be liable for that. You can't say, well, she's unstable, don't have a good email and phone. The Communist Party keeps shutting it down for porn reasons. It just to be nosy, going through your accounts and shit. So I went in and shut their ass down too today because I had to submit that letter to Chase requesting payments. A payment acquisition is what it's called. It's a payment request / I think they call it acquisition. So that means you submit a letter to the bank asking them to pay such and such and so and so. And I submitted it. I had to submit it through Twitter, unfortunately, but I did submit it because my email and phone is down. So that's the way I had to submit documents is through Twitter. Okay. And I'm trying to find a better way to submit documents than that. I'm thinking Google Meet might submit documents for you, but good luck with it. Because you see people invites on Google Meet. I hate it. So I could try Google Meet tomorrow. And then Rocket Reach sends regular emails. There's no attachments. To send like an email attachment or a document, it's kind of complicated. Unless you do it through fax, text message, or email, it's complicated. You can do it through a DM on Twitter if they have an account that will take a DM, or you could do it through Google Meet, Google Chat, or you could just go to the share section, like wherever you have the document at, which I have it on my phone. But if I upload it to the computer through photos, right, and it's on the photos section, and then I have to import it onto the Windows to the Word document or something like that, maybe a PowerPoint or a Word document, or I don't know, like PowerPoint or Word, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to mail merge it. You have to do like a mail merge where you can mail it out or share it. So or you can upload it to Adobe and do that too, Adobe. But I don't know how you transfer the image over. You know what I'm saying? I think what you have to do is go to insert picture. You insert the picture from your phone and you make it big enough to read. Leave it on that Word document. Save it. Then you go to mail merge and try to email it through mail merge. Or you might be able to email it some other type of way. I think you just have to, Google search and find out how to email it. You email it directly from the Word account instead of from your email account. But when I took BCIS, which is Business Computer Information System, they said we're supposed to use mail merge to do that. So you could email it to people. Right? If that doesn't work, I guess you go to Adobe and do a PDF or something. You can do different type of documents, PDF and whatever on Adobe. And try to share it through Adobe, export it or share it through Adobe. That's another way to try to do it. And it might go through on PowerPoint. It might go through on PowerPoint. Excel and Access is not for stuff like that. Excel and Access, Excel is for calculated data, and Access is a database. So it's not for stuff like that. It's not for documents and stuff. Google Docs, they're saying, is the online document share program. But to get into Google Docs, you have to have enough storage on your account. I could try it through Google Docs, see if I have enough storage, or if I could just access it through uh, the computer internal storage, which means you just go to Google Docs, you scroll down, and you try to upload it through the internal storage that's connected between a computer and the phone. So it can pull it out of your phone and just put it on a document, and then you might be able to share it through Google Docs. That's what the librarian was telling me, to use Google Docs. So like if you're doing documents on a computer, save them to Google Docs. So if the computer shuts off, it's saved to your Google Docs account. So just remember that, Google Docs. So I'll take note of that too. Google Docs, Adobe, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and of course the DM on Twitter as ways to send documents where you don't have email, phone, text message, fax access. Um, that's like 5 ways to send documents. Now, if you're going to send a document through the DM on Twitter, you have to take a photo of it through your phone, or so. If you have to take a photo of it, send it in the form of a photo. So keep that in your notes. So we'll try that tomorrow. I made another draft of that document that I sent today. I made a second draft that adds the merchant account and the other account information to it, so they can go in and debit whichever account they choose. I put 2 accounts on there plus the merchant account, so that's 3 accounts that they can debit for these charges. Now, merchant accounts, they're not supposed to really be taking money out of it. It's not an account to take money and put money. Yeah, it's not an account to, I don't know, like sometimes I think it is an account to put money in. I don't think it's an account to take money out. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know how much money they keep in merchant accounts. It seems to be pretty much the same as a bank account, but whatever. I'm not sure. I need to do a little research and figure out the difference between a merchant and a bank account. They said it has to be connected to a bank account. I'm not sure why. I guess because it's an account that they don't really want people to have access to. So they want you to connect a bank account so people can just throw it in your merchant account, and then the bank can hurry up and pull it out so people cannot, tamper with your money and stuff through your merchant account. So I guess that's why they want you to link a bank account with your merchant account. Right? So you've got 2 accounts for them to debit and credit, debit and credit, debit and credit, do transactions on these 2 accounts. They're linked. It's already pre-linked accounts. Note that, pre-linked accounts. That means I don't have to go in there and link these accounts. They're already linked. So pre-linked accounts are going to get you somewhere because you don't have to go through the linking process. Linking process, which I told you in these days is a problem. Due to the Communist Party, it's tough to link accounts. So if you are having that problem, or you just want to have convenience and security of your accounts not being tampered with, getting a merchant account connected to another bank account is smart. And like I said, you could run all kind of transactions through it with the credit card box, with online payment, telephone payment, tap and pay, or if you want to do the website that accepts payments online, yeah, they will show you how to do all of that. With a merchant account, they'll guide you through all that, how to send and receive payments as a merchant, a business owner. So the bank will kind of give you tutorials on how to your different methods of sending and receiving payment as a business owner slash merchant with a merchant account. I would suggest you really study that in depth and figure out the methods, perfect the methods, and try them out. See which ones really, really go well and stick with them. Because when you get ready to ACH and batch pay, you're going to fucking have a problem. When you get somewhere like this where they don't want nothing from you, they want credit, debit, and cash, you going to need that merchant account where you can batch pay these motherfuckers. That's considered a credit. It's considered a credit card payment. Basically. Even though you're not using a credit card, it's considered like a credit card payment because it's coming from a merchant account and it's being paid out through that merchant account. But you have to learn how to pay out through the merchant account. It's a little bit different than receiving payments. You have to learn how to send payments through your merchant account. It's a little bit different. Yes, I mean, I would Google and just look it up on Google and see videos about how do I send payment from my merchant account, or sending batch payments, sending individual payments out from my merchant account. And Google it and see what you find. I haven't gotten versed on that lately. However, I did begin to study about it when I was in that room in California. I started learning how to send and receive payments to the merchant account. I didn't need to do it at that time. I need to do it now, though. See, I don't have no cards, no accounts. My everything's went up in smoke. So now I gotta dig out all these old accounts, see if any of them are any good. Is this account any good? Is it usable? Is it legal? Everything's cool. I gotta dig through every account I used to have and see which ones are usable. Right? And then I know the merchant account pretty much is never ending. I think I told them to close all them accounts down, but they didn't do nothing. So we'll just use them. I told Chase, if I'm not mistaken, to close my merchant account down because they were letting Kylie Jenner use it. So I told them to close it down, but I don't think they're gonna close down the merchant account because it's just, I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna close it. They'll just give it to someone else to use. It's just a connector account. It doesn't really do nothing, just connect to another account. It's not really like, you know, the main account. It's just a connector account. So they probably don't want to close it. It's just like some subsidiary account. You know, they don't consider it to be like a real account. But it does have a routing and an account number. So I'm like, yeah, it's a real account. It does have a routing and an account number. I just don't know why y'all don't want to close. They don't want to close any accounts. So I don't think it's closed, but as long as they don't have no documentation of being closed, it should be okay. You know, there's nothing in writing. We should just push forward. I'm going to just push forward with it. If they want to act stupid, I'll just try to get another one. Just try to get another one. I think I have a merchant account also with American Express because I applied for one with them as well. So I got to try to find that one too and go from there. I have to email American Express and ask them for the merchant account information if I have one. I think I do have one. I'm not sure. I have to find, just do some research. So anyway, sorry if I sound a little bit bad. My ears messed up, my eyes messed up. That's it. I don't have mobility disorders no more. That's good. My ears messed up and I need some anxiety meds every now and then, not that often. So that's my three disorders I'm living with. And I have to chill till tomorrow noon when the library when the library opens. Start on his merchant account research and do dads and different stuff. And no, I'm not your baby daddy. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I made the written letter. I made the typed letter, but of course I lost it. So I'm gonna try maybe to do a typed letter again through Google Docs and pull that up and send it. But I can't, do it the typical way. So, I might draft another type letter that looks more professional and then send that out too. But I'm only sending it to like a few car brands and then to, of course, one main bank. That's it. So I don't want to see what they want to do with it. Waiting on the board of directors. Like, I don't want to have to order checks and start fighting with these people out here because I ordered some fucking checks. Do you think they're going to take a check from me if I They didn't want to take the ACH form or the template check, so if I order a regular check, are they going to take that? The dude said a cashier's check, so I'm like, well, I ain't ordering a cashier's check, so they can forget that. It's going to be a fucking problem. You order a cashier's check, they'll probably be sending them mugs all over the U.S. Like, I wouldn't order cashier's checks. Just go in the bank and get one yourself. Do not order cashier's checks or money orders. Don't order them either. Just go to the location, get it yourself. Now, you can order them damn checks, them regular checks off your account. You can order those to be sent by the bank. Be careful, though, because these people in the mail system is not to be trusted. And your local people is not to be trusted. Your neighbors and whoever has access to your mailbox is not to be trusted. You can even order them with a tracking number, but they can send several batches of them checks and be like, okay, I sent you a batch of the checks with a tracking number, and then I send some other batches out without a tracking number. I'm not going to talk about those. So that's why I say you be careful ordering checks. Because I got in a lot of problems with that in San Jose. When I ordered checks, she didn't give me the temporary checks that go with the account when you open it. And she ordered them, and god dang it, that was straight to shit. Kim Tran did that. Remember that? Oh, you don't want to order checks. You want to walk in and try to get those too. Or use e-checks. E-checks are pretty secure too, in my experience. Um, the e-checks, and then, just whatever checks they give you when you open the account. And sometimes they have, check ordering services where they will make the checks, for you and send them to you from a check printer. Those check printing services. I don't know if those are trustworthy, but that's an option. Now, if they want to accept it or not, of course, that's their discretion. If they want to accept one of those pretty fancy ass checks that you got made by a special printing service, they might accept it. They might not. They do make those checks, though. Oh yeah, y'all didn't think about that, huh? Y'all said, well, those checks are not authentic unless they come from the bank. I'm like, no, they have what's called personalized checks, where you send your information to a check printing service. Okay, it's like a document printing service. They print and make checks for you too. They're personalized checks, and you use those. My grandparents used to use those personalized checks. You can use those if people accept them. So a template check is essentially the same as a personalized check. It's just a check that has all the correct information, but your bank did not make it. Someone else made it. A template is one that you printed and gave out, and then a personalized check is one that you ordered and it was made with, personalized stationery and different stuff, and they gave you the personalized check to use. So there's several different types of checks. It's not all just standard checks from the bank. So retailers and businesses, they take the checks that they want to take. I'm not gonna say which ones work the best and which ones they most likely to take. I would say an e-check, because they, really can't complain about an e-check, but they still don't have to cash it. That's their choice. That's good. They don't have to get shit. See, it's getting dark. So checks, it's just kind of like a fly by night, like it's turning to night. You just kind of see what they want to do. They want to cash or not. ACH, like I told y'all, they probably will cash out on that, but they're gonna tell you they didn't. So you be careful because they will cash out and say I didn't cash out. It is a formal written letter telling them they can debit your account. I mean, if they pass up on that, then they look stupid. So of course they cash out on it. That's why I said, if you could send that formal written letter to the retailer or the business telling them that they can debit your account and they actually do it, then you could send the same letter to the bank, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm sending that letter to the bank. Now, if you feel comfortable, you can send the straight up ACH form to the bank and just see if they will go on and honor the form. If you don't feel comfortable with that, which I don't really want to send a regular ACH form, that might look fraudulent. I'm going to send a letter, which is the same as the ACH form. It's in run that through and see if that looks better. Let's see what it looks like, Because I don't know the status of the account. I don't know if the account open or closed or what the status is. So I'm just saying, a standard letter asking them to debit this account and send it to such and such, put all the same information in there. And so that's just a payment request as opposed to an ACH, the same thing. Okay. So working on getting that done and just moving for a good result. And that way, they can say, well, we don't expect such and such from so and so, That businesses cannot just get me to run around and dishonest. And embezzling, that's called embezzlement. Okay. Ethnic-based embezzlement. They're embezzling from you based on your ethnicity. That's what that is. The next item of business is an online check writer. So we're going through the online check writer, trying to see how the merchant account functions with online check writer. Now I have to verify phone, email, and then verify my business is real. And then from there, they start you with your first check. Yes. Even though I don't want to do electronic checks through check writer right now, I want to do more of a wire or an ACH. See what I'm saying? They give you several options, wire, ACH, online check, blah, 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 credit. So you want to start with wire, ACH. If you're having problems already, I'm already having problems presenting these paper documents, so I want to do a wire or ACH, probably a wire. They also have same day ACH as well on online check writer. Sorry. I sound slow, sorry. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's the right avenues through online check writer. Trying different avenues with them. Which one is actually going to get the payments out? Plaid is for Communist Party members. I don't suggest Plaid if you're not communist. They have some weird verbiage on there that's going to make you feel weird, so I don't suggest Plaid. We're just going to keep trying to do an online check writer. That's it. That's what I got right now. Just keep trying to get them merchant accounts to get the payments out. I have a liquid account too, through a bank, which is like a prepaid. So that's your last resort, of course, is going to do that prepaid stuff. That's your last resort. Then after that, ordering credit cards and trying to see if you can get something done with it. And just praying somebody will help you. So we got a few more options left. Like I said, the prepaid and the order credit cards. Try to see if you can qualify for a line of credit. Some type of way, you know. And just keep trying to qualify for a line of credit and or a credit card. A loan, I think you have to have bank accounts to get a loan, so that's not gonna work. And then on from there, you know. I'm still pursuing the FAFSA routes because with FAFSA you can get loans. So that's another route to pursue to get you going with some cash, and then you can put it into the bank and then go from there. You can get something going like that. However, you gotta get that money. You gotta have your debt cleared to get that money. And they have a hard block on me. So I've got to get that block cleared so I can try to go through FAFSA and go to school and get some money. They have had that block on me for several years. So I think it's worth pursuing. Keep trying until something happens. And don't forget that Social Security application. Make sure you put in your Social Security application if you qualify. Social Security might give you some, you know, pay like a settlement pay that they owe you for several years of Social Security. You can get like a nice, good payment from them for the years they owe you, plus the monthly. So don't be afraid to put in for Social Security and FAFSA. Unemployment is kind of like weird. Like I wouldn't bother with it unless I'm actually just qualified. And then welfare, of course, is one of your last resorts. But if you're over the age of 43, they probably gonna give you some issues. So that's what you're looking at right now. You know, as far as getting help, I have tax suit and inheritance money I'm chasing as well, which I need to get a lawyer for that. So I'm looking for lawyers for that. That money, believe it or not, they when they steal it, it ends up in the stock market. So if you're looking for tax suit proceeds and inheritance money that you didn't get, I would look in the stock market. The people that steal that money they invest it in the stock market, so it keeps rolling over, producing more money. But you have to know who stole the money to get it, and then the SEC and the FDIC can try to help you find your money and get it out of the stock market. Securities and Exchange Commission. So you got to know where the money is. I just found my money today because I had a feeling that lawyer, Simone Redwine, had rolled my money over into the stock market so she could keep making money off of it. That's why she refused to give me one penny out that money because she put some of it in the stock market. So I found it. Her mom had put the money. Her mom was getting the residuals from the stock market money. She had put the money in the stock market, millions of dollars in tax proceeds from tax auctions of my family's property. She put some of it in the stock market and kept the rest and split it up between different people and herself. Her mother had the residuals from the stock proceeds. I just got the stuff from her mom today and I told him to shut everything down. A lawyer did that to me. That's why you should be able to be pro se in any type of inheritance and tax suit proceedings. You should be able to be pro se, but they insist you have to get a lawyer, and that's what the lawyers do. It's two lawyers did that to me: Brian Maverick and Simone Redwine. So you need to check Maverick also, see if he's getting residuals on my grandmother. Check Maverick, see if he got the residuals on my grandmother's estate. Remove all that money from him and his family, whoever's getting it, and shut the accounts down. Try to get the money out of the stock market if you can. Try your best. Lawyers are sneaky. They take that money and put it in the stock market. Yeah. hmm The insurance company did that to my mom. Brian Maverick did that to my grandmother. And then Simone Redwine did that to my grandfather. took the money and stole it, put it in the stock market. We never could get the money from them. So that's, what we need to be working on. God bless us. I hope I exonerated my family from any prosecution for all this fraud these damn people are doing to us. I'm sorry I had to contact the AG, but I had to get us off the hook. This is getting terrible. And I am not trying to keep getting in fights and going through all this crap. So, peace to Waikiki. Good night. This is just one of my financial wellness video tutorials about financial wellness and financial hacks and different strategies of trying to build yourself and rebuild yourself financially, to get out of a bad situation or just to keep things going smoothly for you if you're not doing that bad. Just giving y'all the 411 on what's going on here. So, y'all study all that stuff that I just gave y'all now, and we'll be talking more about the passport process. I'm guessing maybe in another couple days, once I get done at the library, we'll start working on the passport again, and going to get the welfare established, because I did get a letter from the welfare office, so we'll be working on passport and welfare because I need a form of ID and some food. So you can't take welfare with you when you leave the U.S., but you can use it in the territories and Hawaii and Alaska. You can't use it. So yeah, it's still viable in the territories of the Pacific and Hawaii and Alaska. It's still relevant. It still helps out a lot. And with a passport, you can travel. You don't need the real ID. I want y'all to stay away from getting that real ID, that holographic, whatever. Stay away from that. Try to get your passport. That way you don't need no state ID. All right. So I love y'all. Peace. Aloha. Take care. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.